Thanks for tuning into your station, the AfricaTelevision, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. On this program, every week we'll bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Welcome to your program. My name still remains Patrick Abambo. On this program today, we'll be bringing you information about what is happening in security in Nigeria. First, we must congratulate the Nigerian Police Force for the successful operation carried out at the Kuduru forest against the bandits and the terrorist group in that forest. It was a successful one, though to precious life of competent police officers were lost. They paid the supreme price for the sacrifice to the nation, Nigeria, and some officers were injured. But I'm gladdened because it shows that Nigerian police is up and doing to make sure that they take this fight into the camps of the criminals and provide the internal security that Nigerians will deserve and cherish. Welcome to the program today. In the program, we'll be having a live phone interview with the First Public Relations Officer, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Frank Omba, to throw more light on that operation. We'll be bringing him to tell us what happened and what is the situation. If the Nigerian police will continue in this light to ensure that these criminals are wiped out of our system and our country, Nigeria. But first, we must also tell you that the Nigerian Army is doing a yeoman's job. Some weeks ago, the Nigerian Army demonstrated that indeed they have degraded the dreaded Boko Haram group and the ISWAP, that is the Islamic State for West Africa Province, by hosting the 2019 NASA, formerly WASA, that is the Nigerian Army Social Activities in Goza. Goza used to be the fortress of Boko Haram group, but today the Nigerian Army has taken it over and celebrated officers who have labored to protect this country. We'll bring you a report from Goza, Borno State. Sit back as we bring you that report.
Due to the many hills, mountains, and caves, the Nigerian police force had a training base at Goza until Boko Haram took over as one of its headquarters. The community was deserted with no human activity ongoing. The police mobile school was closed until the Nigerian Army successfully reclaimed the local government area, and since then, human, business, and social activities resumed, with the emir returning back to his palace. To demonstrate the total conquest, reclaiming of Goza, the Nigerian Army under the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, kicked off the 2019 Nigerian Army Social Activity, NASA. A part of this activity, which brought so much joy to officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, was the Outstanding Medals Parade, which were held for officers and soldiers who distinguished themselves in the fight against insurgency and terrorism.
It is my honor to be with you this morning, to bestow on you a well-deserved Operation Lafia Dole Medal for your performance in the ongoing counter-insurgency operation here in the Northeast. As you all know, in line with military traditions, the award of this medal symbolizes the expression of government's and the Nigerian Army's appreciation for your gallant service. It is also to give you assurances that your sacrifices in the defense of our country should never be forgotten. The award of this medal, no doubt, is in recognition of your commitment and display of professional competence and gallantry. This is evident in your ability to grapple with the complex operation environment and inherent threats to achieve success in various missions assigned in the theater of operation. You have all played commendable roles in the restoration of the much desired peace and security in Borno State, and of course the Northeast in particular, in general, and our country as well. This is justified by this honor. Let me use this opportunity to remember all our gallant colleagues who have paid the supreme price in the fight against the Boko Haram insurgents over the years. Our hearts are with their families always. I therefore charge you all to sustain that noble cause for which they lay down their lives by remaining vigilant, steadfast, and committed to ensure the total eradication of the decimated Boko Haram criminal group. I want you to remain loyal, focused, and professionally responsive in the discharge of your duties. You should therefore not rest on your oars, as the operation is still work in progress. On my part, I shall continue to provide you with the necessary support to accomplish all assigned tasks in the theater of operation. I want to also use this medium to assure you that your welfare and that of your families back home in the barracks remain my topmost priority. All available resources will be committed towards achieving this desired end.
To kick off Chief of Army Staff visit to Gwoza, commenced with a visit to the palace to the Emir of Gwoza, a move which demonstrated resilience, victory, and exemplary leadership. Oris Adeoye, Security Watch Africa, Gwoza, Borno.
Welcome back. That was the conquest of Gwoza. Gwoza, it's where we have the Nigerian police mobile training school, where the agile and the elite force of the Nigerian police are being trained. Though for years back it was taken over by Boko Haram, and thank God Nigeria has it back now. Yes, let's quickly go to Anambra State. Security Watch Africa was in Anambra State, and we ran into a very interesting scenario where the Commissioner of Police, CP John Abang, paraded very interesting also criminals who were arrested. Sit back as we bring you this report.
To demonstrate its resolve to make Anambra State crime-free for law-abiding citizens and too hot for criminals, the Anambra State Police Command, under the leadership of CP John Abang, have testified tracked down on criminals. One of such moves has led to the arrest of daredevil armed robbers and car-snatching syndicates. CP John Abang paraded these suspected criminals when Security Watch Africa visited the state as part of security assignment project.
It will be recalled that on the 8th of January 2020, at about 2 p.m., gunmen suspected to be armed robbers, numbering about 6, with AK-47 rifles and other dangerous weapons, were laid and snatched at gunpoint a Toyota Venza with customer registration number Coco, valued at 6 million naira, from one Nwadike Collect Kosiso Chuku, female, at Ndogo Village, Nise. Following the distress call, police operatives attached to the Command Special Anti-Robbery Squad swung into action and trailed the suspects to their hideouts along Eze Iweka by High Tension Awada. However, on searching the police, the hoodlums resisted arrest and engaged the police in a fierce gun battle, after which 2 suspects were fatally wounded. Suspects were rushed to the hospital for treatment, but one of them, whose identity is yet to be known, was confirmed dead. On arrival, while the second suspect, identified as Michael Ogbonna, male, age 45 years of Achila Town in Aguata, LGA, Anambra State, who also sustained gunshot injuries on his leg, is receiving treatment. Exhibits recovered from the suspect includes one Beretta pistol with 4 live ammunition and 1 anti-car tracking device.
One of the ringleader of the syndicate, Michael Obinna, threw more light on their operations.
My name is Michael Obinna.
How old are you?
46 years.
How do you obtain this jammer?
No, the jammer is the people who brought the Venza. It's I then call the person who bring the jammer, bring the tracker disconnector. So I bring the jammer come.
He brought the jammer for you?
He brought the jammer come. No, he brought it on the process of vandalizing the car. That is the area the police come and arrest us.
Who is the person?
No, the person, he have a gunshot, so I don't know exactly. Yeah.
So why do you involve yourself into this act?
Actually, they call me to come and buy the Venza. That is why I come.
They call you to
come and buy the Venza. That is why I come there.
How much did you buy the Venza?
I never bought anything. Immediately they came, then we are there. The guy was there vandalizing the car, checking the tracker before police came up.
But you know it was a stolen car?
Actually, I know. Actually, I know.
Then why will you buy a stolen car?
No, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. I need to tell the truth.
And why will you buy a stolen car?
Nothing, sir.
How long
have you been doing this?
It's about 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
How many stolen vehicles did you buy so far?
Oh, I have had problem with it before. About 5.
One remarkable breakthrough is the recovery of anti-tracking device, which the suspects used to demolish stolen cars installed with trackers. CP John Abang spoke further on this.
I'd like to draw your attention to a new device being employed by some criminal elements to beat the security agencies at their game. What I'm holding in my left hand here is a jammer. It is common knowledge that many Nigerians today fix tracking equipment in their vehicles so that in the event of the car being snatched or robbed, it can be tracked and recovered by security agencies. The criminals now have moved ahead of us to get this equipment whereby it is installed whenever they snatch a car. So whatever your tracking company does to track your car will fail until they sell the car off. This is what it looks like. I understand they downloaded this technology from the internet and they are using it effectively.
Shirley Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Oka, Anambra State.
Welcome back. So, you see the criminals moving ahead. But I'm happy that the Anambra State Police, it's also moving ahead of the criminals to get them off the streets. Kudos to CP John Abang and his men, the able SAS team, led by CSP Patrick, for making sure that these criminals are caught and kept away from the society. Yes, during our visit also to Anambra State, we had a chat with CP John Abang and the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Anambra State, Oster Christopher, on issues of security, particularly the Hiders Farmers Menace issue. The Anambra State model seems to be the perfect so far in the country, and we wish that those who are looking for a solution to solving this farmers herders crisis we should emulate from what Anambra State is doing. Sit back as we bring you this interaction with these two security chiefs. In some parts of the country, Nigeria, there is this perennial crisis that brews between the farmers and herders all over the federation. It has consumed so many lives, so many properties, so many villages have been wiped away. And Anambra happened to be one of those communities that have a strong presence of even hiders themselves coming in for greener pasture for their flocks. How is it like in Anambra State? You are the law enforcement officer in Anambra State. Can you tell us, have you been having skirmishes or misunderstandings between farmers and herders in the state?
There is no perfect society. Conflict is part of society, but how it is resolved and handled is what makes a society. And so in Anambra State Command, the state government has set up an enabling mechanism whereby a committee known as the Farmers Herders Committee was set up, comprising of relevant stakeholders, the Fulani, the farmers, the traditional rulers in the areas affected, and some security agencies and members. The gentleman sitting with us on this table is the secretary, while I'm the chairman of that committee. That committee has helped in several ways to troubleshoot and prevent what could have been an escalation between farmers and herders. And it's a continuous thing, because herders must look for greener pastures, like you said in your opening remarks, and farmers will have to farm in their domains where they are domiciled. So we are basically a stand-in between the farmers and the herders. And this is powered by His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State. It's a novel idea, which I would like other states to copy.
Are there any of these communities, maybe through their traditional council or their youth council, going against the desire to have this peace, maybe against the committee work? And how do you resolve it?
Okay. In some communities, the youth in particular, have been alleged, to receive some harassment, for instance, through the back door, apparently against the traditional institution in their community. Okay, but again, this committee meets again in town hall meetings. As we go to say a specific town, call a meeting, the gong, whatever, they call the town crier, make the announcement. And it's a full town, full hall, people are there. The youths are there, the elders are there, the farmers are there, everybody there, the herders are there too. And then we resolve whatever issue there are. Okay? And then call the youth order. 3 weeks ago, on 16th of January, the governor called such a meeting, such a town hall in his own lodge here. Everybody, PGs, traditional rulers, youth leaders, they were all there. And he admonished everybody, but admonished the youths. Listen to your elders, listen to your traditional rulers. Don't take the laws into your hand. Because if you do, you might just get the law broken. So listen to them. If you have any problem, reach him himself in person. Bypass them and reach him. So such interest in security is what is helping us. Otherwise, like the CP said, there's no perfect society anyway. The youth may just decide to go haywire and need to cause trouble because we have them under control through the PGs. Who, by the way, membership of the committee includes the PG or PGs, the Anambra Annual Association. If they are PGs, you have a PG on top of them. So anything has to go, they have to tell the PGs. It's easy. They simply tell him, he tells them, as a member of the committee. Just like we tell the CP, he gives his DPO order. That's how we do it here. So the youths are under control.
Is the police committed to ensuring that not only that the work of this committee succeeds, because of course you are the chairman, but also that there is peace in these committees, in these communities?
Patrick, I must tell you one thing. Aside the mandate of the committee, the Constitution is very clear. The Nigerian police is the lead agency to prevent the commission of crime, protect life and property. It's there. It's very, very encompassing. So what we are doing, basically we are only doing our constitutional role, except that in this case, we have been bolstered and encouraged by the Chief Executive of Anambra State. and we don't have any challenge. We are empowered. The will of the governor is there, and as a committee, we have a common purpose, a common mandate, and that's what we are meant to carry out. And for me, as a police officer, who incidentally, by the grace of God, is the chairman of the committee, it makes my job easier, because if the governor had not set up the committee, if there's an attack on herders or herders attack farmers, I will still be called. But now there is a kind of a relay. The PGs, like you told you, are involved. The traditional institution is involved. The community is involved. So when an incident happens, we have people who can reach out to before even the committee goes there. That's because what the template that the committee has already established on ground, the protocol. So they have made the job of Nigerian police easier. And this comes into play, I can say, without fear of evil, that it plays into what my IG is trying to encourage lately, community policing. It's very, very key. Like you're aware, we are talking about establishing the special constabulary, whereby all communities, when you say community, it could be farmers' community, it could be hunters' community, it could be artisans, it could be the regular groups like the MBA, any RTW. They come in, they are involved. In the state government, small way, this is what they have done, and it has eased the job of the police. Because the Igwe in Urum, let me not confuse you, in Anambra East, Anambra West, all the Igwes in those two locations, for example, in Urumba, Umunze, Ogbaro, they are members of this committee. So unlike if there was no committee, if anything happens, they'll just be nonchalant. But now they know they're members. They will call secretary or call me. Come on. We started some headers approaching into our territory. We have a common agreement that blah, 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 blah should not happen. Once they do that, the secretary will call me, we put a motion. Okay, do we send a task force to the place? Or does the committee go? Immediately we agree. At times we may even call and they say, like I call for a meeting for today, but for this commissioner of the Court of Appeal. Now we're going to meet tomorrow, first because the governor gave us a fresh mandate to now meet with Makaban and Miati Allah. We're meeting with them on Thursday. It means that by next week, we have an enlarged meeting of our usual both farmers and herders. So for me, what Anambra State government has done is to make the job of the police much, much easier, thereby buying and keying into the community policing, which we are trying to emphasize and encourage.
Yeah. So we'll have one more question for you, but let me just clear this in because, it's you made a statement that everybody is welcome, is one Nigeria. But in some states, so to say, they are asked that these Fulanis are troublemakers and they should not come to their land to graze, and that has even hit up the situation. Well, here you seem to work with everybody amicably. Do you think that this model can actually be replicated in other states in this country?
Yes, it can and it should actually, because it's working here. I just give an example of how the committee was constituted. In other places, if I'm the governor, I want to use my relatives, my friends, my party loyalists.
Yeah.
But no, every member was chosen carefully.
Welcome back. Unfortunately, time would not permit us to conclude with this interview series. But next week, we're going to continue with it and we'll bring you more detail on what you can see what Anambra State government is spearheading with the active participation and leadership by the Nigerian police, ensuring that there is peace. The cattle herders minority is preserved in Anambra State. Thank you for staying tuned to your program today. Bye for now.
Talking business means breaking new grounds,
pushing forward, creating new frontiers, expanding your horizon. A global stage for global business.
It doesn't come in a day or in months. Sometimes it takes years, but surely a network connects the dots to create a new haven for money, stocks, markets, technology, and skills, birthing all a global stage for global business.
Today, Nigerian universities are not able to carry out any research because they don't have the fund to do this kind of work.
So it's not just enough to say that I'm growing. People need to feel the impact of that growth, and that's why I say that.
Global Business with Imewere Ohiomokai, Mondays 5:30 p.m. on AIT. Global Business, everything business.
It's the Boss FM 95.5 Abuja Valentine's Day special. Who is coming? Flavor Nabanya.
Boss FM 95.5 Abuja Valentine event. Go get your tickets.
Tenny the Entertainer.
See you there. Go get your tickets.
Bright Chimeze.
I'll be there with the man.
Sir Victor Whitefield.
Don't miss it.
Paul Play Dyro.
Don't miss it.
A-list comedians Bobby, Kaboka Master and others. Regular 10,000 naira. Couple 50,000 naira. VIP 300,000 naira. Gold 500,000 naira. Platinum 1 million naira. Date Lovers Day February 14, 2020.